First thing that I want to do is pop the hood, changing the oil on the truck today. Find a little lever right here. Push the side. Alright. I always take this off first. Then we can get started. Okay, so we want to have an oil catch pan, and one of the most important things to do to remember is if it's one like this where it's got like kind of a top and the oil drains down into it, you want to take that red plug out, and so that your oil doesn't just fill up into the top and just pour out over the sides. I almost made that mistake one time. So make sure you take that out before you go pulling off the drain plug. All right, and then my truck, it takes 5/8 or a 16 millimeter, and usually just all you have to do is just kind of break it loose, and then it should just come off by hand pretty easily. And you just want to get your hand out of the way as fast as you can once the oil starts coming out. Hang on, Jax. And we'll just let that drain for a little while. Alright, so that thing's just about done draining now. It's easy. I took the thing out and then opened up this little valve here. Lets it breathe while the oil's pouring in, otherwise it'll just start kind of bubbling up, and to let the air out, and it can make a big mess. So we'll go ahead and put the drain plug back in, and we'll get over to the oil filter. It's just finger tight so far. Like I said, number 16 millimeter or 5/8 socket or wrench, and then just tighten her down. Doesn't have to be too tight. It's not gonna come off again. And then I always like to grab a little paper towel and then just kind of clean that off a little bit, just so it doesn't get just so there's not leak doesn't drip down on your cement. So now we'll get over there to the oil filter and pull that off and get it. All right, so just for reference, we're gonna go ahead and we need to pull the oil filter out, and it's right down here, that blue thing. Pretty easy to find, and once you're underneath, we're gonna need a wrench to get it out because this truck really sucks it on tight, and so we're gonna need a wrench to pull it out. I got this wrench I bought at AutoZone, I think for like 15 bucks, 20 bucks maybe. You can get them cheaper somewhere else probably easily, but anyway, so we got that. So we're gonna get under there, we're gonna pull that off. It's, as usual, lefty loosey, righty tighty, so you just pull it to the left. It's not reverse threaded or anything. And get in there, dump the oil out of it, and and then grab all the new stuff and start putting all that in. So there it is. Hopefully you guys can see it okay. Just trying to do it where I'm not gonna accidentally get oil all over my camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this wrench on and try and get this thing off. It's usually on there pretty tight, but once you kind of get it going, it's not bad at all. So with the wrench, finally got it turning. It's on there tight. So using two hands to get it off right now, but it'll just keep coming for a little bit longer. spin a little closer. And then we'll go ahead and pull it off. It's not gonna hurt anything. Whatever it hurts that one on. The rack and pinion. That's all that's really under it. So some of those will come out. Drip down. Not too much actually though. Alright. I'm pulling it out of the front. And then I usually just dump it right into the catch pan. Don't mind my recalled jack stands. We gotta take those back. We got into the zone and we got oil filter and some high mileage full synthetic oil. Alright, so you kind of want to prime up the oil filter a little bit. Just put a little bit of oil in there and get that oil on the seals, get them nice and lubricated up so they don't dry out on you. Lubed up with the oil and everything, so that's probably good. So go ahead and get this guy, this new one right on here. So that's where the old one came off of. We're gonna go ahead and put the new one right there on that. We'll just hand tighten it. We don't need to tighten it down real tight because obviously the engine itself will kind of suck that thing back on because it's, that last one was, the other one was tough to get off. So we're gonna go ahead and put this guy in here and just hand tighten it down, you know, as tight as you can with your hand. Helper Jackson here, he's got the oil. He's gonna help us put the two individual quarts in. Yeah. Okay. You want to use a funnel of some sort like this so you don't pour it all over your engine. There you go. Pour it right in there. There you go. Just pour it in, dude. Just dump it. Pour it in slow at first. Make sure it doesn't overflow your, yep. There you go, just like that. And dump it all the way down. There we go, just like that. Make sure it all gets out.
All of it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's because this is a big truck.
Yeah, this truck takes 7 quarts.
7 quarts?
Yeah, and this big one is 5. And then how many did you pour in?
2.
Yeah, what's 5 plus 2?
5 plus 2 equals 7.
That's right. And this truck takes 7 quarts.
Yeah, that takes 7 quarts.
Let that keep draining for a minute. All right, now that's had plenty of time to drain down in there. We'll pull out the cone and we will put the cap back on. Funnel, put the cap back on. Nice and tight.
And that's it.
That's it. We've changed the oil. We do have one other little thing we need to do today. 2 actually. We need to replace the filter in the air box because it has never been changed since I bought the truck, and that was 3 years ago. So we're gonna do that. You need a flathead screwdriver, and you want to loosen up this little clamp here. Get that nice and loose.
I'm holding it.
So that's nice and loose, and it should just
come off
pretty easy. All right, now look, we've got a couple little clips right here. We got these. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, and 1 on the other side. We're gonna go ahead and pop those off. All right, now got 2. Just there it goes. All right, we pull these little tabs out. They go into these little hole inserts on the side. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pull this air filter out. Like I said, I've never changed this thing out.
Oh wow, I never seen that part for the truck before.
You see it's pretty dang dirty.
Oh yuck. It's supposed to be clean. So we need a new guy.
Well, we need a new one. So,
This is the new guy.
This is the
Ooh,
new one.
reddish.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah. It's red.
Yeah, it's red. Okay. And put it back in the same way that we took the other one out. Okay. So this is what I use, by the way. So we've got these Valvoline full synthetic high mileage 5W30. I know you saw on the cap, the oil cap, it said 5W20. That's for a new motor. And honestly, I live in Texas and it's July, so the heat is going to keep that oil nice and thin anyway. So 5W30 is good, and I wanted the high mileage. And they didn't have 5W20 in high mileage. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I really don't know. And then I use STP oil filter. S2 is the size you need. They have like a high performance oil filter too, but I didn't get that. I just got the regular. And then I use STP premium air filter because I don't change them. I'll hop in the truck real quick. All right. So what you want to do is put the key in, go to the second click. You see my check engine light is on. I've got a couple codes: oil change and low tire pressure. I just changed the tire, just got the tires changed. So I think they may have just set the pressure too low. So we'll get that one fixed here in a little bit. But what you want to do is push this, past that, hold reset for setup menu, and just hold down. Oil life 0%, hold reset equals new, so hold down reset again. Oil life set to 100%. Boom, done. Now, get back to the, oh whatever, we can just turn it off. All right, so now that won't be on anymore. Now we're gonna do the tires. I think what they did is they didn't inflate the tires enough. All right, so now we're gonna pull this off. And if you don't have one of these type of tire gauges, I suggest you get one. They're really nice. It's flexible, so you can put it in almost any position. But it's got the gauge, tells you what your PSI is at. As soon as you plug it in, it'll tell you. So mine is saying 35 PSI, so that's low. I like to keep it around 40. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill her back up. Jax, put your hand over here. We can see what my left hand is doing.
Oh.
So you can see it's around almost 40. You just push this little lever down. There we go, that's right around 40. All right.
And then put the screw on.
And then put the lid back on with the tip. So we'll go around and do that on all the tires. Okay, so the last thing you want to do before you go driving, start the engine. Ready to bleed on. We got a little drop of this in there before I put it on. Alright. So I think we're good. Go ahead and close this guy. And we're gonna take the oil where it goes. We got some here at the recycling facility, and we got used motor oil dump right there. Most cities have them. Always do that, never dump it down the drain, never dump it on your yard or anything like that. It's just stupid. You got a free place to go and drop it off. It's free, you don't have to pay anything to do it.